There were so many people there, and everyone was so excited. Everyone had their Madonna garb on, you know, all the lace and the bangles and stuff, and everyone was just so excited to be there.
Evening Magazine associate producer Joyce Figueroa was only 12 years old at the time. It was the first concert she'd ever been to.
I was going, no way, it's Madonna, you know.
Madonna materialized in Seattle to kick off her Like a Virgin tour that will visit 27 cities over the next 8 weeks. The self-proclaimed boy toy, who sells an estimated 75,000 records a day, showed tonight why indeed this blonde has more fun. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, Madonna Mania will be coming to Los Angeles 2 weeks from this Friday night for a series of shows at the Universal Amphitheater.
Madonna is one of the latest sultry, some might say sleazy, queens of rock. Her rock videos play on MTV just about every hour on the hour. Some feature her work from her first movie, Desperately Seeking Susan, in which she plays Susan in a non-singing role. Madonna, which incidentally is her real name, is making a fashion mark along with her singing stardom. She's noted for her hair, for her heavy jewelry, lots of white and black lace, and off-the-wall boots. Not unlike the kind of look that appeals to Ellen Spitzer. Ellen is a junior at Roosevelt High School in North Seattle, and like many of her classmates, the look of Madonna is the look right now.
I think she's cool. She's just, I mean, a lot of people think she's real slutty and stuff, but I don't know. Mostly I like her music.
And obviously the way she looks, too.
Yeah, the way she dresses, I think she has cool hair, and I like a lot of the jewelry she wears.
Madonna is making life profitable for lace makers, too. Krista Janung, also a junior at Roosevelt, doesn't sport all the trademarks of Madonna, but she does like lots of lace, and she likes the looks of Madonna.
Well, I like her singing. She's very pretty. I like the way she dresses, her lace. She's just pretty.
With 2 movies behind her, lots of MTV exposure, and a couple of hot-selling albums, Madonna takes to the stage for her first ever nationwide concert tour, beginning right here in Seattle tonight at 8. Now, if you have a hard time understanding Madonna's appeal, I'm sure you're not alone. However, it's hard to argue with success. All 3 of Madonna's shows here at the Paramount are completely sold out. In Seattle, Bob Branham, Cairo, Eyewitness News.
She's from just outside Detroit. The music reflects that, as well as New York. Take a thrift store wardrobe, a lot of serious dance moves, and a lot of come-on moves, and if sex is what's selling, Madonna is selling. In concert, records, video, and now movies.
Gary, why didn't you tell me she read the personals? You could have settled this yesterday.
She read them all the time. I didn't think...
Yeah, well, fortunately for everybody, I'm here.
Maybe she hasn't reached the superstar status of a Michael Jackson or a Springsteen, but there was enough of the Madonna image to rub off in a serious way for perhaps millions of girls, material or not. Many tonight were unadulterated fans. Heather Campley is 15 years old. She says she recently won a Madonna look-alike contest, like many who want to look like Madonna.
I like Madonna because she kind of reminds me of myself, because I've always wanted to be outgoing and really flirty and stuff, and that's kind of the way she is.
For a famous star to dress thrift store fashion, it makes a lot of difference, and people can afford thrift store fashion, and that's why they like her. We love Madonna, let's say it. We love Madonna.
Well, Dennis, this is her, the latest it girl of rock and roll, Madonna Louise Ciccone, singing here at the San Francisco Civic Auditorium about an hour ago. The 26-year-old from Detroit is the hottest thing in music right now, with million-selling hits like a Virgin and Material Girl. We're having a crowd problem right here. Why don't we go to the tape, please? About 10,000 people crowded into the long, sold-out San Francisco Civic Auditorium tonight, most of them very young. And a lot of the females were dressed like what music industry people call Madonna would-bes, crucifix earrings and lingerie gowns. Are they concerned that Madonna and their imitations of Madonna might set back the image of women?
We don't care. She's bad. Totally, every song is awesome. Music is so awesome.
A lot of people think that she projects a bad image for young women. What do you think?
I don't think so. No, definitely not. I'm glad I don't have a daughter her age.
Why is that?
Because of the image. I mean, I just can't believe it.
We didn't ask boys what they thought of Madonna because we know what teenage boys think of a woman like this, of a woman who sings songs that glorify sex. Madonna calls her own look trashy, and the trashy look was even being sold tonight at the souvenir stands. Tonight's show was sold as general admission, so there was a crush for the closest spots to the stage, and some people really were crushed. Want to know what it's like to be in a Madonna concert? Well, this is it.
Seeking Susan gave Madonna a chance to show off her acting skills, and even the movie critics are pleasantly surprised. Tonight, Madonna opened her Virgin tour in Los Angeles. Tickets sold out faster than any in amphitheater history. Not bad for an artist who's never toured before. I saw the show last Sunday in Orange County. Madonna comes all decked out with micro miniskirts, a little lingerie and black lace, and lots of assorted jewelry. She dances her way on stage down a big staircase, accompanied by 2 male dancers. Overall, there is good choreography, like in the videos.
Fans went crazy for Louise Veronica Ciccone, otherwise known as Madonna. Larry, how did it go?
Well, they went crazy, Warren, and they're still crazy as we stand here. The concert's been over about 25 minutes. They bought the tickets, 19,000 of them in about 17 minutes. The concert's over, they're still here. I'm telling you, they really enjoyed it. The only complaint I heard was that it was not long enough. But if Madonna had been in the audience tonight, she would have seen a lot of herself. There are a lot of material girls here, and there was a lot of lace in the audience in honor of the lady who took the Universal Amphitheater tonight completely by storm. Here's a little bit. And it was truly all right for these people out here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, lots of Madonna fans. Third weekend of the tour, 8 more weeks to go. It ends at Radio City Music Hall, but it's 3 more weeks of this kind of thing. How did you...
Thousands screaming LA fans who paid top dollar to be there should be as accurate as you can get. Madonna is making a major move beyond mere rock and roll and into the realm of pop music superstar idol. The latest in a lineage that's gone from Elvis to the Beatles and to Mick Jagger, Michael Jackson, and Prince. And tonight, anyway, it looked like Madonna mania may be the next step. I mean, all the telltale signs were there, beginning with the whole dress-alike and look-alike emulation, identification bit. When that happens, you know that whatever the anti-establishment rebellion the superstar represents may be, it is working. The music and stage performance almost becomes secondary. But in Madonna's case, not really, because part of Madonna mania is the other telltale sign, an audience on its feet.
Join Two on the Town to explore an American classic, Chicago. Join Melody and special guest Barry Bostwick for Two on the Town, Wednesday at 7:30.
They came, they saw, they copied. Legions of Madonna's adolescent fans proving that imitation is the highest form of flattery. They vamped as they camped outside the Civic Center, posing and primping like rock's latest female phenomenon.
She's herself, you know, she's original. She's not afraid to be what she is. You know?
And what's that?
Sexy. She's sexy.
Because she's not like everybody else. She's totally different and sticks out of the crowd. Strange, unique, special.
I want to look like her. I think she's really cool.
Does your mother know you dress like that?
Yep, she took a bunch of pictures and everything.
Outfitting mock Madonnas in dangly earrings and trashy spangles is keeping the fashion industry dancing.
Madonna loves these little black rubber bracelets, and so do her fans.
This morning, the store had several hundred in stock, and by afternoon, this was the only one left. Madonna-inspired accessories are selling faster than Madonna's platinum album this week at this store in City Center in anticipation of tonight's concert.
We've got the lace headbands in black and white for $4. We've got the lace scarves, the lace gloves, lace collars. Anything lace has been real popular.
Her critics say she doesn't have much of a voice. Feminists say her overt come-on sexuality sets back their cause, and parents cringe when they see their teenagers copying her suggestive clothing. But her style and her substance are a hit with her fans, who see treasure in the trash. Kevin Berger, Channel 5 Eyewitness News, St. Paul.
Outrageous, aggressive woman the young girls want to be like. She emerged on stage through the mist of dry ice, and she was everything the fans wanted. Her hairstyle has that just-got-out-of-bed look. Her multicolored costume jacket, mini skirt, and lacy stockings are provocative, but the way she presents herself is almost innocent. The fans loved her straightforward dance steps. Outside the arena, an array of expensive T-shirts could be purchased as a souvenir of the Virgin Tour, and
It's a clothing retailer's dream. Hundreds of Madonna lookalikes who probably spent more on their clothing than their idol actually did. From top to bottom, their clothing screams, "We like her style."
Did you go shopping for these things or things?
A lot of times I just dress like the
This is the way we dress.
So you didn't buy anything special for this concert?
No, we didn't.
Do you get used to people kind of saying, oh, you're a unique-looking young lady?
Yeah, we get a lot of complaints in school. A lot of people say, I don't like the way you dress, don't dress like this, but we do anyway.
Doesn't bother you?
No. Yeah.
I go to school like this.
You go to school like this?
In downtown.
Does your mother scream when you leave the house in the morning?
Yeah.
Knows of what she speaks. Her latest album has sold 2 million copies, and tickets for her 2-night stand in Detroit sold out 23 minutes after going on sale. In Detroit, Nikki Granberry, Channel 2 Eyewitness News.
Philadelphia tonight. And arts and entertainment reporter Judy Barton is live at the Spectrum right now with a hot new star played to a packed house tonight. Judy.
They did, and a lot of those fans refused to go home. We learned one thing tonight, and that is that Madonna Louise Ciccone is a consummate professional. From the first moment, she knows exactly how to grab her audience and hold them with a show that is expertly staged, choreographed to the hilt, and exploding with energy. A sold-out audience celebrated the coming of Madonna, free spirit, pop queen, cultural phenomenon. With cocky self-assurance and a definite flair for the dramatic, she covers the stage in a non-stop orgy of entertainment that is as much dance as it is song. Before the show, hundreds of Madonna wannabes, young girls dressed up like their idol, crowded the gate at the Spectrum.
She's great. She's gorgeous. She dresses nice, everything. She's unreal. Love to be Madonna. She has like this thing, like something about her that guys like a lot.
Dress is like unbelievable. She rolls around on the stage. I mean, I don't know what mothers are letting their kids walk around like this with some of these outfits. I mean, I think it's pretty funny, really.
We're all going to remember May 29th, 1985 is the day that Madonna took Philadelphia by storm. Jerry and Diane?
All right.
Are you holding the long dangling earrings there, Judy? Actually, I'm trying to hear you because there's so much cheering going on behind me. I'm having a problem.
Tell those kids to go home. It's getting late.
Going wild. There's a little post-party here tonight. She's selling out every one of the 28 cities on her tour, and her influence among the 18 crowd is really remarkable. Madonna bounces on stage, flaunting her own kind of sassy sexiness, almost mocking herself. The "nobody messes with me" dance steps and a funny kind of 50s femininity are the makings of the Madonna phenomenon that's put her on the cover of Time magazine and landed her a co-starring role in a movie.
She's just so original, and she likes to be herself, and I think that's great. That's the main thing, I think, is she just does what she thinks. She doesn't care what anybody else thinks.
The material girl's image is making otherwise innocent girls into wannabes, as in wannabe like Madonna, dressed up in lace and chains. What do your mom and dad think when you walk out of the house like that?
Well, they thought I looked really cute, but I mean, I don't actually look like her, but I felt like, why not get into the spirit? My dad was like, get that off. My mom's like, let her go. She looks cute.
Madonna's male followers don't seem quite so sure about the look.
I don't know. I enjoy it, but some of the girls look like freaks. They're zombies.
But as Madonna sells out concerts across the country this summer, she has every reason to celebrate. You can see by the looks on their faces. Most of them aren't disappointed. Larry Allen.
What?
The experts in the music field say she's the hottest act in the world. 4 records in the top 20, and she sold out 3 shows at Radio City in New York in 30 minutes. Another record. Madonna is more than a singer. She's a style of dress, a symbol for teenagers doing their own thing. All through the crowd, there are Madonna lookalikes. Wannabes, they're called, because they want to be like Madonna. Now, an interesting coincidence is that most rock concerts draw young men. Madonna concerts, however, draw mostly young women. Let's find out why.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's a great singer. I want to be just like Madonna.
Why?
Because she's great. It's so excellent. I can't believe I'm here.
Suddenly, I wondered, while watching Madonna, whatever happened to Michael Jackson?
He's gone. Forget it. Madonna's in.
You like her?
I love her. She's great.
Why?
She's sexy.
Whatever the case, Madonna sang 13 songs tonight, and one fan told me he paid a scalper $130 for 1 ticket. That's $10 a song. That's a star. I'm Mark Howard, Channel 6 Action News at the Spectrum.
Incredibile del rock dei nostri giorni. Meno di 2 anni fa veniva presa in giro per il suo nome eccessivamente cattolico. Oggi i suoi crocifissi e rosari vanno a ruba fra centinaia di migliaia di ragazzine. Madonna è ormai la star più incandescente della musica americana. Ha messo da parte Michael Jackson, Prince e persino la sua più diretta avversaria Cyndi Lauper. Per consolidare il suo smagliante successo, ha intrapreso una tournée di 38 concerti attraverso gli Stati Uniti. Madonna ha al suo attivo solo 2 long plays. Il primo, intitolato semplicemente Madonna, ha venduto 2.800.000 copie e il secondo, Like a Virgin, è già a quota 7 milioni. Per i suoi concerti il tutto esaurito è d'obbligo. A New York in 34 minuti sono spariti tutti i 18.000 posti disponibili. Le ragazzine la amano incondizionatamente per il suo modo di vestire insieme al sacrilego, sexy, punk e anni 50, i ragazzi perché ricorda un'ammiccante Marilyn Monroe. La sua musica è semplice, ma il suo messaggio provocante sta cambiando il modo di pensare della nuova generazione.
I think she's pretty sexy.
Y'all be quiet. I miss Madonna. Get out of town, you guys. She's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous. And she's so unique.
She has an attitude on the stage that no one has.
She's great, and we all just want to look like her, to just join in the crowd and be with her.
Don't miss Live on 4 tomorrow when Bob Hope pays a visit, and later in the week you'll meet Lana Wood, sister of the late Natalie Wood. That's Live on 4 at 5:30.
At the Worcester Centrum, no, it was not Brian Leary. It was Madonna, who wanted a career as an actress, but instead who became a singer. She played to a sold-out crowd last night at the Centrum. While Madonna was on stage at the Centrum in New York, Broadway was honoring its own with the annual Tony Awards. And ABC's Steve Ball reports.
Margaret Thatcher and Mae West brings her rock and roll act to Connecticut tonight. Madonna will play to a packed house starting at 8:30. Lynn Setzer is standing by live at the New Haven Coliseum, and she says, in a way, the show has already started.
That's right, John. I'm telling you, all you have to do is look around me to see that Madonna is coming to town tonight. Why? Well, there are all these people who are the wannabes, they call them, people who want to look like Madonna, and they do a pretty good job, like Kim here. Hi. Kim, now tell me, how long did it take you to look like that?
About 2 hours.
Where did you get all this stuff?
I just found it laying around the house, you know, just put it on.
What kind of look is this? How would you describe it?
A sexy look, I guess.
Sexy?
Yeah.
Okay, can we see your eyes under those eyeglasses? Why do you need those sunglasses? There we go. All right. Got the Madonna look. How about you? What's your name?
Jody.
Okay, Jody, what does your mother think of you dressed like this?
I don't know. Nothing really. She just goes with it, I guess.
Yeah? Do you go to school looking like this?
No, not really.
A little toned down for school, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn over here. What's your name?
Kate.
Okay. Do you think this is a sexy look?
I think Madonna's really sexy and the look is really sexy.
Do you like her look more than you like her music?
I like them both the same. I like her music a lot.
Okay, and what about you, Leslie? What's your name?
Kristen.
Kristen, what do you think makes Madonna so hot?
She's great. Like her outfits and her music, the way she dresses.
Do you normally look like this?
No, not really.
Special occasion. All right, well, besides the clothes and the wacky look, just what is it that makes Madonna so hot? Well, some critics say that she's a creation of MTV and has a voice that sounds like Minnie Mouse on helium. But millions of her fans, who range in age from 8 to 28, disagree. So far, her Like a Virgin album has sold 4.5 million copies. Now, this is Madonna's first tour. She's going to 28 cities. This is her only Connecticut stop that I know of. She directs, sings, and dances in her shows and promises her audiences a mixture of naughtiness and naivete. So, John and Janet, all I can say is the show starts at 8:30, and sorry, there aren't any tickets left. I'm Lynn Setzer reporting live back to you in the studio.
Okay, Lynn. Bye, all. Coliseum, Madonna in just a moment.
In her skin-tight skirt and busty black sequin blouse, 26-year-old Madonna Louise Ciccone is on top of the rock and roll world right now, and her look is almost more famous than her music.
It's the look, it's the thing.
She wouldn't dress like that and everybody wouldn't copy her.
Really, I mean, this has got to show something, everybody.
Everywhere you look tonight outside the New Haven Coliseum, there were the Madonna lookalikes. The girls who buy the lace, the sunglasses, the earrings, the necklaces. Outfits that some people say are trashy, others say are sexy. Sort of like Madonna herself.
She's great.
Why?
Sexy, she's slutty, everything. I love it.
Oh, I think it's a great look for the young girls. I really do.
You don't mind your daughters looking like that?
Not at all. Not at all.
That's great. I love the way she looks. She dresses all kinds of weird.
Is it the way you'd like to look?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's different.
And different seems to be what sells. Every one of her 28 city concerts has been a sellout.
When Madonna tickets went on sale here in New Haven, they sold out within an hour and cost an average of $16. Well, tonight, scalpers were asking and probably getting anywhere from $40 to $100 a ticket. But then, to a material girl, what's a few extra dollars to see the Virgin tour of the one and only Madonna? In New Haven, I'm Lynn Setzer, Action News 8, Late Edition.
In smaller halls. But with her recent popularity, Madonna had no trouble filling the Coliseum and then some.
By the looks of things, a lot of Madonna fans were willing to show up tonight at the New Haven Coliseum, tickets or no tickets, in hopes of seeing their lucky star. Phyllis Parasic, 30 News, New Haven.
DeFranco. Okay.
From Flushing, Queens.
Turn around, give us a shot, a group shot, turn around. Come on, Andy, get in here, there you go.
To thank the Viscas, EMMC, Macy's, and Mark Cameron for the music, and all of you for coming. Thank you.
And you can dance. For inspiration.
In Midtown Manhattan, hundreds of Madonna wannabes packed into the Madonna Land shop at Macy's department store for a Madonna look-alike contest.
Madonna, at this point, I think represents all of the young fashions in our country. And by looking around Macy's and seeing all the would-be Madonna lookalikes, it certainly proves the point.
It's the only one that we can look up to nowadays. She doesn't condemn femininity.
When you wear Madonna clothes, everybody looks at you, right?
Everybody stares and says, look at that girl over there.
She's pretty and I like her.
Over 100 lookalikes strutted their stuff for a panel of celebrity judges, and the winner was 16-year-old Jean Ann DeFranco of Queens, New York.
It's a nice style. It's different. Nobody else does it, you know. It's by itself.
From Macy's, the Madonna wannabes joined other lookalikes at Radio City Music Hall for Madonna's sold-out show. There, one Madonna-ette explained the lookalike phenomenon.
Because it's fun and I love attention. I just eat it up and it's fun, you know. I can have my own identity at other times, but you know, what the heck. Live it up while you can.
Finally, Madonna mania hit a fever pitch as the real Madonna hit the stage.
The arrival of Madonna's Virgin Tour, 94 devotees gathered at Macy's for a look-alike contest.
For like a year now, I've been dressing like this because I think the style is great. I love it.
How old are you?
3.
While the look came in all shapes and sizes, there did seem to be a basic formula at work.
My hair, well, I gel it up a lot. You need a lot of bracelets, definitely. A lot of belts. Add a lot of darkness and intensity to your look.
Or if you're in a hurry, it comes down to this.
Showing your belly button, which she's really popular for, and that's about it.
Popular with the judges was 16-year-old Gina DeFranco, who won 2 tickets to see her leader.
I'm very shocked. I'm still in shock. I don't believe it.
We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Madonna opened at Radio City Music Hall last night. Madonna will be at Radio City again tonight and tomorrow, then on to Madison Square Garden for 2 more shows. The concerts are all sold out, and Chauncey Howell went over to Radio City last night to see what the Madonna crowd is all about.
I'm from Comac, Long Island.
Hey, Mom! They came from all over.
Hi, everybody in Livingston.
From all over, and their clothes came from all over, too, worn in tribute to their idol, Ta-Ta. Some of us thought Madonna dressed down for the occasion, but her fans were dressed up for the occasion, way, way up. And how would you describe this look, the Madonna look, as interpreted by...
Hi, New Rochelle!
Yeah, New Rochelle, just to name one fashion center, but what is it? Is it 10-cent store temptress? Discount disco diva with a soupçon of strumpet, or should that be strumpet? And on these kids, it's cute, it's awfully cute, and you gotta have a great set of braces. Yes, braces. Madonna know that you're here? You know she's not really Madonna.
How do you know that?
No, but she looks like it, so it's the same thing.
Good enough.
Good enough. What the hell? She's got a great body. She's very sexy. She's really developed and she sings very well.
Madonna's singing is just as surprising. See what I mean? When you expect her to go flat, she goes sharp.
Madonna is awesome. She's awesome. I can't even...
Madonna and I went out in Michigan. We dated together, and then we sort of broke off when she got famous. She left me behind.
Yeah, well,
I took my Mercedes on the land and on the beach, and we drove around and stuff. So we went back and took my helicopter out.
she's expensive, isn't she?
Yeah.
How'd you feel with her?
Oh, I felt good. You know, I figured coming out with Madonna, I must be having a good time.
The whole hand?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah, awesome. I'm really excited about the concert. I've been waiting so long for this, and it's just going to be the best night.
Now, finally, so that we might remember this wonderful evening in tranquility, let's have a moment of silence.
Can I put a fresh piece in?
No, you're doing great with the old one. That was Geraldine Licata of Port Washington, who...
Finally this evening, Madonna. If you think we are referring to the sweet expressions by the painter Raphael, you clearly do not have a teenage daughter. Madonna is a movie star, a rock video sensation. And tonight she winds up a 26-city concert tour which has been completely sold out, largely to teenage girls, many of whom might be called Madonna wannabes. And what are those, you ask? Here's ABC's Betsy Aaron.
She is Madonna. And they are not. Oh, but they wanna be. They want to be famous, be sexy, be talented, be rich.
Yeah, it's just like privilege looking like her.
They want what Madonna wants.
I want to conquer the world.
For the moment, she has, with her records and her movie and her videos. Her made-for-fame name is real, Madonna. The rest of it, Louise Ciccone. And she was no accident waiting to happen. This clever, calculating, ambitious, aggressive 25-year-old from Bay City, Michigan packaged herself to sell, the whole adding up to much more than the individual parts.
But she is the lowest common denominator of the American dream. She's got it all. You know, she has a career, she has love life, she's popular.
And they want it all?
Oh, sure, this is the 80s.
I want to be famous like Madonna.
Her streetwise, funky, trashy look is not new. It doesn't matter. Her brand of teasing is not new. It doesn't matter.
She's the Marilyn Monroe lookalike, but she's not a victim. She's courageous and gutsy, an individual. And I think her appeal is that she is feminine, she is herself, she is sexual, but she's strong.
It's fun, it's young, it's trendy, it's sexy, and sex sells.
The naked middles, the corsets, the lace, the jewelry, the crucifixes.
When you dress up like this, how do you feel?
I feel wonderful. What are these kids really saying?
I want to be a virgin, but I want to be a virgin who looks like I'm a slut. And the more youngsters learn about her, the less popular she will be. Once she becomes a flesh and blood person, then it's on to the next.
If she is half the person her fans believe her to be, she'll handle it. And so will they. Betsy Aaron, ABC News, New York.
Okay, thank you, Gavin. Well, now I'm at yet another big venue, this time in New York, and this is Madison Square Gardens, boy. And I tell you what, did you enjoy the Madonna concert? They enjoyed the Madonna concert. And I tell you what, we have got a treat for you right now because we're going to show you part of the Madonna concert right here at Madison Square Gardens. So let's go to Madonna at Madison Square Gardens. Give them a cheer.
Sit down, Molly. Madonna looked at you, Molly.
Okay, there was Madonna, a sneak preview of Madonna at Madison Square Gardens on stage. And I'm going to get down to my hands and knees now and go into the dressing room and plead for her to come down to Australia. All right, I think it's time for the... Wonderful, isn't it?
They're wild. Thanks.